first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes is won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now the ninth-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
There hasn't been much to crow about when we talk about defenders in New Orleans in recent years. But Cameron Jordan certainly is a guy that we should respect.
Is he what they will kind of build around on that line?
Yeah, they have to, because not only is he a good player out on the edge, he can work inside a little bit as well, but it's his leadership and his passion for the game that they'll really utilize.
They run again with Ajayi. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle,
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They send Parker in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. And throw right side complete to Parker. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And Devontae Parker was one of 3 Miami receivers to go over 700 yards last year, along with Jarvis Landry and Kenny Stills. But I do know this. They'd love to have one of them emerge and be that 1,000-yard guy and take the pressure off of everyone else.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They send Parker in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They send Parker in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They send Parker in motion left. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A first NFL pick by the rookie Marshawn Lattimore.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Awfully nice to see Adrian Peterson back and running well. Look, it was just 2015 when he won his last rushing title. Got hurt in 2016, and that season became a bit of a wash.
Yeah, it did become. They're hoping to get back to that old form that you're alluding to, though. He does have 3 rushing titles, including that one you mentioned in 2015. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run again with Peterson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And Ginn's got it. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Saints were the best team in the NFL on third down last year. 49% conversion rate. Helps when you have Drew Brees back there.
It certainly does, because he is just so analytical in everything he does. Goes through every progression on every snap in practice, so not much surprises him on game day.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run again on first down. Peterson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. Breeze finding Fleener for New Orleans first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Snead, the receiver, in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll begin the drive with a J. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. You remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
But one thing you can never accuse Ted Ginn of is not doing his homework. He said that Drew Brees playing with him, that's the type of quarterback that can extend your career. Smart move on his part.
That's why he signed with New Orleans, and he's had a good career as it is. A lot of the good years with Carolina, but 11 seasons for Ted Ginn.
And still an amazing deep ball threat.
Breeze to throw again. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Breeze on third down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jordan Phillips in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game, as we will send you backstage. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Breeze to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Peterson. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On play action, it's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Throwing now is Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready.
To throw, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for, Nate, at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They send Stills in motion. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Breeze now on 1st down. Snead's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. When you and I did the weekly commentary updates last year, it seemed like we always used to talk about Michael Thomas week after week.
And it piled up. 92 catches on the season, but the thing that really struck me was doing a New Orleans game and talking with a few of his teammates who talked about how much the game meant to him. And he was upset with guys he didn't think cared about the game enough. Unusual for a rookie, but it's a good sign for him.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first and 10, here's Breeze. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Breeze to throw on second down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Breeze now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Breeze will try again on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll make it third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, Williams. He's to the 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Offensive unit. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep for punt. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
To throw is Breeze. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Breeze. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Haoli Kikaha. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Tannehill going to throw it. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. They send Parker in motion left. Play action. It's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the